Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Book Corner. My name is Hermione. I'm an author and purveyor of fine literature. All right. So currently, Star Trek Voyager is playing, and I don't know how to turn it off. So hopefully, I will not get a copyright strike on this video, because that is not my fault. That is actually his. He left it on. So please, YouTube, do not copyright strike my video. Please don't. Okay, so we're continuing on Brothers Grimm fairy tales, and yes, this is going to be a very long book series, a very long series, definitely. So I'm going to be talking about Cat and Mouse in partnership, and they're supposed to be partners in the same vineyard of like not starving to death when winter comes around. So you look at the cat and the mouse, and they're supposed to be natural enemies, more like in the cat's area than the mouse. And so they go and make enough food that's supposed to do them for the entire winter. These are provisions meant to last you. And what ends up happening is in the story, the cat ends up eating all the provisions up. There is this pot that that is filled with food, and so the cat looks at it and is like, she really wants this food, even though she knows that it's supposed to do her and the mouse for the entire winter. And what's going to happen to the poor mouse is when the mouse finds out basically that the cat has eaten all the food up, basically she tries the cat's last bit of resistance, and of course, spoiler alert, she ends up dead. What kind of lesson was the Brothers Grimm fairy tale telling this? My personal belief, and because I am not an expert on fairy tale folklore, the answer quite is that at the end of the day, the person will always act the way that their nature intends. So what I mean by that is that you will not be able to change a person when they are in a certain kind of behavior. So there is a story about a scorpion and a fox. I believe it's a scorpion, but I believe it's a fox. And the scorpion wants to go across the river and promises the fox that it will not sting him. It ends up stinging him, and he says basically that it is in my nature to be basically who I am. So this is kind of the same case with this one. You have two animals, the cat and the mouse, that they all have the same goal, and that is to survive the entire winter. However, the cat cannot help being what she is, and in the end, the mouse ends up dead. This is the nature of how the animal world is. They cannot help what they are, even though instinctively they know it will cause their death. They have to be who they are. So I found this story to be really interesting, and definitely something that I really when I saw the title of the fairy tale, I was like, yeah, that sounds like I know what's going to happen. So I kind of figured out the cat was going to eat the mouse. But what happens to the cat? Well, the cat's going to starve to death. And but at the time, she is not thinking about that. She's thinking about food. All right, so that is it. I will be reading another one for today, and then I'll be back tomorrow to read one, and I will be reading another one on Sunday. Next week, I will be reading a total of 5 more of these fairy tales, so definitely look forward to that. I'll see you guys around.